Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to check out Subnautica from Unknown Worlds Entertainment, who brought you Natural Selection 2. This is currently in early access. It's a bit of a survival game. I've had my eye on it for a little bit, so... well, I've had my eye on it for quite a while actually, but I recently decided to actually grab it and check it out. So, I haven't played too much of it, so excuse the pun, but I'm going to be jumping in the deep end a little bit here. For anyone who doesn't know what Subnautica is, you are dropped onto a planet that is mostly water and you have to try and survive. I will start a new game just so you can see the kind of initial phase. Because we're going to be doing this a little bit lax, I'm just going to go do freedom, so it means I haven't got to worry about hunger or thirst, but I still need to watch out for creatures and oxygen, just for the purposes of this video.
In the late 22nd century, humanity is beginning to colonize space. Before colony ships arrive, habitation vessels are appointed terraforming missions. The Aurora was one such vessel. During its descent, the Aurora was struck by a mysterious energy pulse, resulting in catastrophic hull failure. A single life pod jettisoned prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
So there we go, and that's kind of the opening thing. So we're the sole survivor, which I'm now going to show you where that actually took place. But first of all, I just want to check this. Is there anything in this storage? There is quite a bit actually. Bit of glass, a bit of copper wire. We'll take the flashlight with us just in case we need it. We probably won't, but it's safer to have it. So, this is what we have. Looks like on this particular one I've spawned a little bit close to the ship. So every time I've played this so far, you spawn in a different place. There's different things in that locker. Some people are currently reporting a bug that sometimes you spawn a bit too close to the ship. That ship is giving off radiation, so if you spawn a bit too close to it, it means that this initial pod spawn can be a problem. But you can actually push the pod away, so it is possible to kind of fix that. So we have our oxygen down there in the bottom left, which will not last very long, let me tell you. Oh dear. My frap seems to be making this lag somewhat, so apologies for the frame drop there. That isn't happening without frap, so that is completely fraps causing that. This game does run actually incredibly smooth for me, honestly. There's some limestone we can break here. This usually can give us a random ore of some description. We got a bit of titanium from that. Some peepers here, got one. We can take this back to the ship and scan it should we ever need to make use of one. There we go. Let's just go straight back out. We'll just get rid of him. So there's loads of scrap metal on the floor that we can start to collect. We've got a few things we want to try and build ourselves, really. I do have to be quite mindful of the oxygen because it's not particularly high at the start and it runs out incredibly quickly. Grab some of these mushrooms, they grow back very fast. They're quite good for food, but we don't really have to worry about that at the moment since I'm playing on the freedom mode. So hopefully that won't be an issue for us. There's nothing we can really do with them. There's a bit of quartz there. We need to go back up to the surface. Right, so there's a few things we want to try and grab, which we're going to be looking out for as much as we can. Mushrooms are always appreciated. A bit of salt's always good. Right, we're definitely wanting more quartz. I can see a bit hidden down there. Got to go back up for some air again, I think. When I've previously played this game, I've been listening to it through speakers, but because I'm now playing with the headset on, I must say the sound is even more eerie than it was previously. The sound design on this game is actually really good, I thought. There's a lot of, particularly when you're under the water, there's a lot of sounds you can hit. Oh my god, these frame rate drops. Frap, stop doing this to me. I should have maybe tried to get another recording program for this so it was a little bit less intensive, but it was alright in the tests. Oh well. I'm sure it's not going to bother you too much. It is early access, and you do understand that I am using a recording thing that's quite heavy on the processor, so you'll just have to bear with me on the old frame rate drops, but it should still come through pretty nice quality at the very least. That's the hope. Anyway. Can we see any quartz? Currently I cannot, but I know we're going to need quite a bit. Let's grab another scrap metal piece and let's go back up into the pod. and I'll show you some of the crafting. So in our little pod we have this fabricator here, which we can use to make basic materials. So if we go to materials, we can make some raw titanium here by putting the scrap metal in. That'll make us a few pieces of titanium.
Scanning the Aurora. Zero life signs detected. Lethal detected.
Let's see what else we're going to need.
Has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has
Silicon.
dropped to 36% amplitude. Continuing to monitor.
Right, we definitely need more quartz. It's pretty much needed. We'll grab a knife now while we can get one, because that's a ridiculously handy tool to have. So what I want to try and grab straight away is some fins, because it just means that we can swim a bit faster, and I would like to grab a tank, which, what do I actually need to make glass again? I think that's silicon as well, is it not? Quartz, yes, I just need loads and loads and loads of quartz. Okay, well not loads and loads, I need like 5 pieces of it, but I think. Right, so we just want to swim around and try and find some quartz. And try and stick to these shallow waters for now. We don't want to go too far out in case we bump into something nasty. Seeing lots of scrap, but not a lot of quartz. Finding a few fragments here and there. Can we see any quartz? There's some right there. Fantastic. Whoa, I've never seen one of them before. What was that called? A garryfish. Sure. I probably should have grabbed that and took it back to the ship, so if we could scan it and find out what it actually, if it has any properties we can make use of. Bit of quartz there. Anything else? I think we'll go back up for now. Get some oxygen back. I'm worried that I'm going into slightly too deeper water. There's a bit more quartz there. I'm sure I just saw some to the right of it as well. I did indeed. Any others that we can see? Not at the minute. Try up on this higher shelf here. Grabbing these rocks and whatever is contained within them is never a bad idea either. We got a bit of copper there, that's very useful. God, these frame drops, they're getting worse, I think. Okay. Let's go and grab that. Okay, let's have a look actually how many we've got so far. We've got 4. I want to get at least 5, honestly, before I go back. I think that's how many I needed. There's some. I've spotted it. Come here. Did I see one of them garryfish? Yeah, I'm not going to chase after him, he's pretty fast. We seem very close to that ship, I am slightly concerned. I don't like how close we actually are considering the radiation. I may actually slowly sit and push this escape pod out just a little bit further just in case. Might be something worth doing, but for now I think we will just carry on with the initial plan. So we need some more silicon, and now I should be able to make another one. Fins, fantastic. There we go. That's a permanent upgrade that I can get, so I can now swim just that little bit faster. And I haven't got enough to build glass because I need 3 pieces of quartz, so I'm going to need some more. That's a pity. Okay, well, we're going back on the quest for these, but now I have these fins, I should be going just a little bit faster, which hopefully will make this a little bit easier. Right, we searched that way before, so let's try. Oh, I can already actually see some. Right, we only needed... Ah, look at that. There's 2 pieces right next to each other and that's all we needed. So we'll grab both of them. And we'll go back again. And then we should be able to make a tank so we can stay underwater just that little bit longer. So we're going to need glass. So it fabricates me a bit of glass. And then we can put in a tank. Now for every tank you hold, it does take up space in your inventory, but it gives me an additional 30, so you can see it uses up a chunk of my inventory, but it does give me an extra 30 seconds under the water, which is quite substantial. So we want a little bit more titanium, because that's a lot smaller in the inventory than anything else. In fact, what we might do is empty our inventory, so we can move some of this titanium over for a start. We'll move some of these mushrooms over as well, and those. Now, there should be... Oh, maybe there isn't. I thought there was a machine that used to be here that you used to scan fragments, but apparently you don't. So maybe you now have to build that. Okay, it's now dark. This is where the sea starts to become just that little bit more worrying to be in. The good thing about this though is that quartz appears to be very easy to see at night. I'll have to remember that. Okay, so we are now going to be wanting to start looking at building some of the other tools. There's a stalker over there. These things are annoying as hell. Not only will they attack you, but as you can see there, they will take...
Readings from the aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter containment field.
Oh, joy.
A breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
Fantastic. So, yeah, eventually that ship is going to explode. Probably not too long from now, honestly. Right, let's have a look at what I'm actually going to need. I need to build a builder, I believe it's called. Yes, it is. A computer chip and a battery. Well, I know batteries, I could probably already build one. Because I do believe they're just those mushrooms and something else. Electronics, battery, acid mushrooms and a bit of copper ore. So I can do that. How do you build a computer chip? I need silver ore, jeweled disc piece. How the hell do you get jeweled disc piece? Alright, we can grab some more mushrooms just in case we need those for batteries. Jeweled disc piece, jeweled disc piece. Where would they be? Oh, these bloody stalkers everywhere. Let's grab any of these rocks that we see in case they contain the silver ore that we need. Oh, you bugger, you. Let's swim up again. I would quite like to know where you get these disc pieces from, but I don't know. I've got to watch out because them stalkers will try and attack from behind you if they get the opportunity to. Like that. Go away, you horrible thing. Let's get a little bit of this creep vine just in case we need that. You go away. I'm genuinely confused as to where you would get these disc pieces from. Jeweled disc piece. Like, is that just going to be like a kind of like the scrap metal? Is it just going to be lying on the floor? Or is that actually like some sort of plant? Right, this is just salt, isn't it? Yeah. Scrap metal. There's a few bits of scrap metal around. I can always grab them just because. Look at these bloody things coming to taking all the scrap metal. There's plenty of it around here though, so I suppose I shouldn't complain too much. There's anything down here? Hidden around? I love the exploration on this game, I've got to say. Ooh. What's going on down here? Oh, bloody stalkers are everywhere now. I got up to the surface for 2 seconds, suddenly the stalkers are everywhere. I urge you. Let's go and look in here. Whoa! Oh god, this is the end. Get out. Okay, so that thing comes at you and explodes. Well, lesson learned on that one. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Right, so where are these discs? Oh, there's like air bubbles here. Is there something down here? I don't trust this at all. Seems fine. There's lots of like little caves, but I think I've kind of learnt my lesson on that. Oh, hang on. You're like a disc. Coral disc chunk. Well, it's a disc of some form. It's got to be worth at least investigating, seeing if I can do anything with that. Let's grab a few pieces just in case. There's a bit more limestone we can grab there. Okay. Come. Got ya. I've never caught one of you before, so you're coming back to my ship. I'm going to investigate you, and then I'll release you back into the world. I'm not looking forward to that ship going boom. Okay, and in we go. Right, let's just quickly. Here you go, friend. There you go. Because I'm not cruel. Can I make bleach for sanitizing? If I did so wish. Small storage cube. Beacons, constructors. I've got to admit, I have absolutely no.
From the Aurora exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the dark matter containment field. Spikes in quantum fluctuations suggest an uncontrolled cascade detonation will occur with a probability of 83.5%.
Great, so very soon the ship's going to explode. And I have absolutely no idea where to get these jeweled things from, so that is something I'm going to need to try and find out, I think. I have a very full inventory and not much of a clue where to go now. I think that is something we're going to need to do. Right, we do need to get some more copper, I know that much. So let's go and have a look across this ridge over here and see what we can grab. No, that's titanium. We need copper. We need copper and we need silver. I'm going to risk going down one of these, and I know it's going to end in tears. Oh, maybe not. Do kind of want to explore, because I don't really care too much if I die. Because it's a survival game. Let's face it, I'm probably going to die 100 times in this before I get anywhere. There we go, we got a bit of copper all that time. There's nothing in there. Doesn't appear to be anything in here. Can't see anything in that one. What's down? Go away, 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 go away. Little bastard. Can you even get away from them? I imagine you've got to have some kind of gun or something to like shoot them before they get to you or something. That would be my guess. Because stabbing them certainly ain't going to work. What the hell is this? This just looks like an untextured cave. Is that all that is? Is that just a big untextured thing? Kind of is, but it looks like it goes a bloody long way. It's got to be worth having a little look. If nothing else, I'm going to just grab as much of these as I can. Screw it, let's try and swim all the way through. Looks like there's an opening here. No, there's some more of them horrible things. Nope, going back. I'll take my chances with drowning. Because if both of them come out and bloody blow up, I'm dead. And then our journey comes to a swift end. And... right, we've got the copper, so I should be able... I think, if I've worked this out, I'll have enough to build... it's like a sea glide or whatever the fuck it's called. Probably haven't. Let me just take a look. Oh, it is actually called a sea glide. I need a battery and I need a copper wire. So, I can definitely build the copper wire. And I should be able to build a battery. Oh yeah. So now I can build lots of things. But I want a sea glide. Oh yeah. Free up some space to pick it up. Okay. Let's just move as much over as we can. There you go. That's pretty much all I can do.
Emergency. Readings from the Aurora show severe instability in the primary drive.
Oh.
The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-. 10,
Oh.
9,
Well, we're about to find out if I'm in a bad place or not.
6, 5, 4.
I feel like I should have stayed in here, but oh well. Whoa. Big explosion. Well, there goes a load of scrap metal. Well, that one just disappeared. Are we in radiation? I think we're okay. Which is good. I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe you've got to get to the ship before it blows up for something. Maybe you can find some computer parts or something in there, maybe you can like salvage from it. I mean, there's possibility maybe. Maybe, baby. I just want to build this builder so I can actually start like building a base. I think what I'm going to have to do, guys, I think for now I'm going to have to leave it here, and then I'll have to find out just a little bit more, just so I have a little bit more of a clue what's going on, and then I will maybe do another video and show you more of Subnautica. If you do so wish, if this is enough for you, then that's fine as well. You can let me know in the comments. Right, I'm going to leave it here anyway. Oh well, actually first of all I'll just show you this, because this thing is great. It just speeds us around so much faster. It does have to keep being recharged with batteries and stuff though, so you do have to keep making batteries for it, but it's still just great just because it gets you around so much faster. Unfortunately, it's causing me to frame rate drop even more than before, which is horrible. I'm going to have to look into this frame rate and see if I can actually get that fixed before I do another video though as well, because I don't think I would cope with this much longer, never mind anything else. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this anyway, and hopefully I will see you very soon for more. Thank you, and bye-bye.